If you have ever laid awake at 3 a.m. wondering why your body feels like a stranger, just wondering if everyone else has it figured out and you're the only one who does not, I need you to hear something right now. It's not just you, and it was never just you. I'm Teresa Epps, and today I want to have the conversation that most women over 40 are having privately in their heads at 3 a.m., but nobody is saying it out loud. The conversation that starts with, wait, is it just me? Is it just me that feels exhausted no matter how much I sleep? Is it just me whose belly appeared from nowhere? Is it just me who walked into a room and forgot why 3 times today? Is it just me who cried at a dog food commercial and I just can't explain it? Is it just me who feels like a stranger in her own body? No, it's not just you, not even close. And today I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening, why it's happening, and what I personally do about it. In plain English, no medical jargon, just the truth from somebody who has been through every single bit of it and came out on the other side. So if you're new here, hit subscribe right now. I drop real answers for women over 40 every single week. And you don't want to miss what's coming next week. You just never know what it's going to be. And if you've been watching me and you haven't subscribed yet, why on earth not? So hit that subscribe button, because I think I'm giving you something worth staying for. And if I'm not, tell me what you need in the comments. All right, let's get into it. All right, the conversation nobody is having out loud. So I want to start with something that happened at a summit, a health summit that I was watching. 2 women drove 2 hours together to get there. And you know what? They talked the entire way. They talked about sleep, about their hormones, about stress, about their kids, about their careers, and, you know, about that general feeling of, wait, is it just me? When they got to the summit, they discovered something. Every single woman in that room was having the exact same conversation in their cars, in their heads, in whispered conversations with their closest friends. All of them, wondering if they were the only one. And you know what? None of them were, and neither are you. So here's what I want you to understand before we go any further. What you're feeling, it's not weakness. It's not failure. It's not you falling apart. It's biology. Your body's going through one of the most significant hormonal shifts it will ever experience. And most women are just navigating it all by themselves without real information, without real support, without anyone telling them this is normal, this has a name, and this has solutions. So that's what this video is all about. Okay? Are you ready? I want to talk about a numbers game. Something I think has probably made this entire experience significantly harder for women over 40. And it might surprise you. Wellness, specifically the obsession with optimizing wellness. You know, for a while, you know, being healthy became a numbers game. You know, you get in your steps, your protein, your grams, your sleep scores, recovery metrics, hormone charts, calorie tracking, macro counting, cortisol tests, supplement stacks. And you know what? It's exhausting. And before long, the thing that was supposed to make us feel better just became another source of stress. So another way to feel like we're not doing enough is what it created. Another number to feel guilty about. I mean, I lived this. I had the spreadsheets. I had all the apps, just deleted them. I had the tracker on my wrist telling me my sleep score, and I needed to do better. And at 3 a.m. after lying awake for a couple of hours, already stressed about not sleeping. Now I'm also stressed about my score. It's just absurd, and I finally just quit. And here's what nobody tells you. Obsession is a stressor, and stress raises cortisol, and cortisol is the hormone that stores the belly fat. It disrupts your sleep, drives your mood swings, causes that brain fog. So the obsession with fixing our health was literally making our health worse. We were running on a hamster wheel. You may still be, but you're working harder. You're getting more stressed, feeling worse, and blaming ourselves for not trying hard enough. When the truth is, we were trying too hard in completely the wrong direction. So let me give you the simple, honest truth about what's actually happening, because you deserve real information, not fear, not overwhelm. Just here's what's going on. After 40, your hormones change, not gradually, dramatically. Estrogen, which governs your metabolism, your mood, your bone density, your brain, your skin, your sleep, it starts fluctuating like wildly before it declines. Progesterone, which is your calming hormone, the one that helps you sleep deep and feel emotionally steady, it starts dropping first. And cortisol, that stress hormone, becomes 3 times more sensitive after 40. 3 times. So the same stress that rolled off your back at 30 is now hitting your body 3 times harder. Now here is what that feels like in real life. You wake up tired even after you've slept for 8 hours because progesterone's low and your sleep architecture changed. Your belly, it really feels like it appeared from nowhere because estrogen decline shifts that fat distribution, and then that elevated cortisol signals your body to store it there. Your brain goes crazy foggy because estrogen supports cognitive function, and when it fluctuates, so does your clarity. Your mood swings feel out of proportion because progesterone is your natural mood stabilizer, and it's declining. So you feel anxious for absolutely no reason because cortisol sensitivity has tripled and your nervous system's on high alert. And none of this is you falling apart. It's just biology. And biology, when you understand it, you know what? It has solutions, all right? So let me tell you what I personally walked away from, because, I think this is the part most women need to hear most. I quit counting my steps. That was an obsession. I quit. I quit moving my body out of anxiety instead of care. That's not health. It's a new kind of stress dressed up in workout clothes. I quit the perfect eating. I eat pretty carnivore-ish. I love it. But there was a version of that where I was white knuckling every meal and feeling guilty about a handful of berries. That's not wellness. So I quit the complicated supplement routine. Half a dozen or a dozen sometimes on my counter, half of which I couldn't even explain what they were for, just taking things because somebody online said to, whether there was a clear reason or not. I quit the guilt. The guilt for missing a workout, the guilt for eating something that was off the plan, the guilt for, needing a rest day, because you know what? Guilt is a stressor, and stress raises the cortisol, and cortisol is the whole problem. So here's what I do instead. Water with electrolytes, first thing every morning. Protein forward breakfast within 90 minutes of waking up. Strength training 3, sometimes 5 days a week. Just depends on if I have time for it or not. Walking outside, sleeping 7 to 9 hours, and a small targeted supplement stack with clear reasons. And the most important time with God every morning, and grace. Grace, you know what? That's important. You got to give yourself some grace. So consistency, guilt, no obsession, no trackers required. And at 69, I'm stronger and more energized than I was at 55. Not because I found the perfect plan, because I finally stopped chasing one. All right, and you're not alone. Doesn't that make you feel good? So I want to come back to where we started. That question. Wait, is it just me? I want you to know something. Every woman in that summit that I watched was asking the same question. Every woman in my community of over 500 is asking the same question. Every woman who has ever sent me a message at 11 p.m. saying, hey, Teresa, I'm doing everything right. Nothing's working. They're asking the same question. And none of them were alone, and neither are you. But here's what I really want to say. The fact that you are asking that question, that you are paying attention to your body, that you care enough to be here right now, that's not a sign that you're falling apart. That's a sign that you're paying attention. And paying attention is the first step. The second step is getting real information, not the fear-based version, not the obsession-based version, not the influencer version, the common sense version from someone who's already been through it. That's why I'm here every single week for you. Now, here's what I want you to walk away with today. It's not just you. What you're feeling has a name, it has causes, and it has solutions. You don't need to optimize everything. You don't need a perfect plan. You need consistent, simple habits that work for the body you actually have right now. Protein first, walk every day, lift some weights, sleep, manage your cortisol. Give yourself some grace. That's the whole thing. Everything I personally use to support my health every single day is at my Stand store, which is in the link below. So take a look. And if this video resonated with you, you know what? Share it with